This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones.
And I'm Peter Dubois. First tonight, former President Trump is voicing his support of this morning's Supreme Court decision to keep him on the ballot.
All 9 justices ruled in favor of Trump a day ahead of Super Tuesday when 16 states vote in the presidential primaries. ABC's Perry Russum is in Washington.
Today, a unanimous decision from the Supreme Court. Former President Trump stays on the ballot.
It's a very important decision. We're very well crafted, and I think it will go a long way toward bringing our country together.
The case surrounds Colorado Supreme Court's decision to disqualify Trump from his primary ballot, citing Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. The section reads, no one who has taken an oath to support the Constitution and then engaged in insurrection can hold public office afterward. In today's decision, the justice is writing, the Constitution makes Congress rather than the states responsible for enforcing Section 3. Jason Murray defended Colorado's decision in front of the Supreme Court.
Even though it made procedural determinations that Colorado as a state couldn't enforce Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, the issue of Donald Trump's eligibility for the office of the presidency remains very much a live issue.
Colorado Secretary of State expressing disappointment over the ruling, writing, Colorado should be able to bar oath-breaking insurrections from our ballot. The ruling has implications nationwide, with both Maine and Illinois now forced to put Trump back on the ballot after kicking him off.
I think this opinion puts those to rest.
Trump already focusing on his next Supreme Court case regarding presidential immunity.
If a president doesn't have full immunity, you really don't have a president, because nobody that is serving in that office will have the courage to make, in many cases, what would be the right decision.
That case on presidential immunity will decide whether or not Trump can be prosecuted for his actions as president surrounding January 6th. He's pleaded not guilty. Arguments are scheduled to be heard on that case at the Supreme Court next month. Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.
Secretary of State Shenna Bellows issued a modified ruling in response to the Supreme Court's decision to keep Trump off the ballot, saying in a statement, quote, I have reviewed the Anderson decision carefully. The U.S. Supreme Court has ruled that individual states lack authority to enforce Section 3 of the 14th Amendment with respect to federal offices. Consistent with my oath and obligation to follow the law and the Constitution, and pursuant to the Anderson decision, I hereby withdraw my determination that Mr. Trump's primary petition is invalid, end quote. Now, as a result of this ruling, votes cast for Donald Trump in tomorrow's primary election will be counted.
The commission investigating the Lewiston mass shooting heard from survivors about their experience during the tragedy. Our Augusta reporter Corey Bouchard has the story.
While I was running, I was shot in the leg. I couldn't move, so I dove under a table and pretended I was dead.
An emotional day of testimony, tales of surviving, and a message of resiliency were some of what the commission investigating the October 25th mass shooting heard as survivors shared their stories.
He shot 2 friends just a few feet in front of where I was sitting. Everyone scrambled to hit the floor and to take cover.
There was a second pop, and I jumped up and found myself staring at a man with a very large gun. When he aimed in our direction, I saw a light on the end.
I was shot, and it felt like my arm had blown off.
When everyone speaks of him going into the pinball room and coming out, he did come out, and he did start shooting again, because I looked him right in the face when he shot me through my hands.
One person who testified was the previously unidentified person in Schmenges who cut the power during the shooting.
I worked my way back to the utility room, put my back against the wall, immediately noticed an electrical panel, saw a giant handle for the breaker box. I killed the power to the entire building. Within seconds, my son was in my lap, fortunate that he'd seen me and knew where to go.
One thing that everyone echoed was the series of failures by police and the need for answers.
When you sign up to protect and serve your town, your state, or your country, you sign up to do uncomfortable things. So when there is someone who is a danger to themselves or to the community, do the uncomfortable task and protect us.
The system needs to be fixed. The mental health system in the state of Maine has failed for years.
The Commission's next scheduled meeting is Thursday, March 7th, where they'll hear from members of the U.S. Army. In Lewiston, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
In other news tonight, a former Kennebec County official accused of stalking and copying information from a computer has been indicted by the Kennebec County Grand Jury. 50-year-old Arthur True is the former director of the Kennebec County Emergency Management Agency. True was indicted for aggravated criminal invasion of computer privacy and stalking. A criminal complaint alleges True intentionally engaged in activity that caused a woman emotional distress and illegally copied a computer program.
Meanwhile, the trial is underway for two individuals accused in the killing of 17-year-old Brandon Guerrero in Machias. The charges stem from a drug-related dispute that ended in death in 2021. Our Doug Banks has the story.
Just after 9 o'clock Monday morning, jurors heard opening statements in the case of Emmanuel Ramos and Juan Ortiz versus the state of Maine. Ramos and Ortiz both pleaded not guilty to one count of murder and one count of robbery against 17-year-old Massapequa, New York resident Brandon Guerrero. On November 4th, 2021, his body was discovered on a homeowner's property on High Street in Machias. Of the 5 people charged in connection to Guerrero's death, Ramos and Ortiz are the only 2 to plead not guilty. Nathaniel Carouche of Machias, Nathaniel Janeo of Massachusetts, and Jorge Luis Pagan Sanchez of Massachusetts have all pleaded guilty to murder and robbery. According to the prosecution's opening statement, Guerrero was allegedly selling drugs out of an apartment on Beale Street, owned by 2 other individuals involved. Prosecutors say those individuals received a call from Guerrero's, quote, New York boss, telling them he needed to move out of the apartment due to his inability to sell. Ortiz, Ramos, and the 3 others involved all allegedly knew Guerrero and plotted to rob him of his drugs and money. On the night of Guerrero's death, he was dropped off at the Machias Valley Baptist Church parking lot. Those who dropped him off told police they saw 2 cars arrive. Ortiz allegedly got out holding a gun and later shot Guerrero. The state claims they found DNA evidence linking Ortiz to the crime scene. The others involved, who have already pleaded guilty to charges, will be testifying in this trial, which is expected to last approximately 2 weeks. In Machias, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
According to the Washington County Courthouse, just a note here that the presiding judge has asked for audio not to be used or recorded throughout the duration of the trial.
Local polling places are getting ready to welcome voters during Maine's presidential primary election tomorrow. Bangor residents will make their way to the Cross Insurance Center to cast their votes. City Clerk Lisa Goodwin says voters will receive a ballot corresponding with the party that they're registered with. Voters who are not enrolled with the party can select the ballot of their choice.
Anyone that is unenrolled, meaning they're not affiliated with another party, they are able to come to the Cross Center tomorrow and vote, and they will select either a Democratic ballot or a Republican ballot. There are no other ballots, so anybody that is enrolled in the Green Independent, the No Labels, or the Libertarian do not have a ballot to vote.
The Cross Insurance Center will be open to voters from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. tomorrow. It's probably best to check with your local municipality to see when those polling places are open as well.
Absolutely, and of course, top of mind is what kind of weather will we be dealing with as folks get out to vote. And so, for that information, let's go ahead and hit pause here. We'll get a first check of our forecast.
All right, thank you very much. Happy Monday. Look at us today. High temperatures back, upper 40s, low 50s across the area. We'll do it again tomorrow, but slightly cooler across our region tomorrow with some rain showers later in the afternoon. All right, the wind, not much of a factor today. There was some dense fog last night. We've had wind gusts say around 10 to 15 miles per hour, giving us our small craft advisory out there through tonight. This will begin to come down, though, this evening. Until then, though, wave heights out here approaching 8 to 10 feet. All right, so lots of clouds out there across the region. Now, our next weather system is not too far away. In fact, here it is across the Great Lakes area. Now, this will likely combine with some moisture across the south and bring us a pretty soaking rainfall tomorrow night into Wednesday. Our forecast, though, for tonight, though, is mostly cloudy skies or increasing clouds and not so low temperatures in the 30s. Your full forecast is coming up.
All right, so more detail to come there.
Exactly, and coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, pothole season has arrived early. We'll hear from Bangor City officials working to keep the roads safe.
And a pair of siblings joined forces to share some of their family's greatest recipes. We'll have those stories and much more as ABC 7 News at 6 continues.
My father worked at the mill for over 30 years. He was exposed to a great community and excelled at his job, but he was also exposed to asbestos. The air quality inside the mill was always his biggest complaint. He had no idea how deadly some of the products and materials were. When he was diagnosed with mesothelioma, we knew to call Joe Bornstein's office to get my dad the help he needs and the justice he deserves.
Call Joe today for a free case evaluation. There's never a fee unless you win.
At Living Innovations, we build community. You can be a part of it. We put supporting people first, and that builds a caring community within our workforce and for the people we serve. Living Innovations supports people with disabilities and has flexible work opportunities available. You could become a shared living provider and work from home, or help support people to be active in the community. To learn more, visit livinginnovations.com and check out our employment and home provider opportunities. Become a part of Living Innovations and be part of a community with a purpose.
The Orono Arcade is an ideal birthday party destination. We have the best arcade video games, including Tomb Raider, Halo, Need for Speed, Mario Kart, and Luigi's Mansion. You are guaranteed to have hours of fun. Plus, we also have a 9-hole black light mini golf course that changes weekly. Allow us to provide hours of fun for you and your friends. You bring the cake, we'll provide the entertainment. Call us today to schedule your birthday party event, 889-3166.
Whether you can pinpoint the problem or can't quite put your finger on it, the friendly professionals from Coastal Auto Parts can help point you in the right direction. With Maine's largest network of parts, you can trust your vehicle will have what it needs to get you to the moments that matter most. Because Napa knows the keys to a winning team. And with 29 locations in Maine, Coastal Auto Parts helps keep our communities running. Team up together with the fuel that keeps us firing on all cylinders. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. Well, if you've been out on the roads at all in recent days, you've definitely noticed, or at least probably noticed, that a pothole season is in full swing. And this year it's arrived even earlier than usual. Our Grace Blanchard spoke with Bangor city officials about their efforts to stay ahead of potential damage.
It's that time of year again where Mainers are on high alert for those dreaded holes in the road waiting to ruin someone's day.
A lot of damage to vehicles because of the potholes in Bangor, Hamden, or wherever.
With temperatures going from below to above freezing, Public Works officials say it's the perfect conditions for new potholes.
Anytime you have warm, cold, so the ground is freezing and thawing back out, it changes, it pushes the patch out.
The assistant director of Bangor Public Works says we are entering pothole season much earlier than usual.
It's just a constant fight. There's very limited things we can do, but we can do it as much as we can.
Many locals say the risk of damage to their vehicles leaves them on edge.
You really have to watch for the potholes, everybody, because or else, you end up with bent rims and everything,
There's like the same spots always get tore out, from the plows,
To date, officials from Bangor Public Works say they have over 60 potholes reported and send out at least 3 to 4 crews a day to fill as many as they can. They say the best way to help is to slow down around crews and visit their website to report any major potholes.
Slow down. If you see a puddle, expect there's a hole under it. Just slow down, try to avoid it as best as you can.
In Bangor, Grace Blanchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
A pair of siblings who grew up in Lincolnville are back together once again, this time working alongside each other in their new restaurant. As Jody Hersey tells us, it's a cozy place that features the siblings' favorite family recipes straight from their grandmother's kitchen.
Paul's Pub.
For the past 12 years, Isaiah Pottle has been in Oregon working in kitchens and coffee shops. When his father's health started declining last year, Isaiah returned to Maine. During one of his visits, Isaiah and his older sister, Amy Smith, learned that this property on Main Street in Liberty was for sale. The siblings knew right away it would be a perfect spot for a restaurant.
I just wanted to be here and have my brother here with me, and I thought it would be a good opportunity for a family-run business.
So Isaiah and Amy opened Pottle's Restaurant in August of 2023, using recipes passed down to them from their grandmothers on both sides of the family. The siblings say customers each have their favorite dish.
Each night we think, oh, it's going to be shepherd's pie because that's been popular, but then it might be mac and cheese, it might be pulled pork.
The most fun part is the little blowtorch that we have, so we crisp up the cheese right at the end.
Isaiah is the chef, Amy plates the food, and her husband works as the bartender. But the ambiance is what Isaiah loves most. The restaurant, which is decorated with family pictures and memorabilia, just feels and smells like home.
It's a home, and we get to express ourselves, and we get to take care of people and create a really comforting environment for folks.
Although Isaiah and Amy's dad passed away, they say the restaurant is bringing their family closer together while attracting customers from all over.
We've had a lot of people travel quite a ways just to come try us.
Pottle's is open on weekends 11 to 9 p.m. and Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays from 4 to 9 p.m. In Liberty, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Kind of love that that's a family affair. Probably, that definitely adds to the ambiance knowing that.
Yeah, it only seems right too. So, the recipes all coming from the family,
Yeah.
and it's great to see them working together.
They're definitely doing justice to Dad and really everybody in the family.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, folks, we'll still to come on ABC 7 News at 6. Hancock Grammar School is asking the public for a little help in rebuilding its playground.
And in sports, we'll recap all of our shining moments from the 2024 Maine High School basketball tournament. Stay tuned.
Transform your surroundings with Paramount Paving, located in Bangor. They are your paving and seal coating experts. Whether it's residential maintenance to full commercial projects, Paramount Paving delivers quality that lasts. Book before June 1st and enjoy a $250 Visa gift card upon completion of your next paving project. Call us today at 602-8931 or visit us at ParamountPavingLLC.com. Paramount Paving, setting the standard for excellence. When it comes to paving, we are Paramount.
Do you have a wet basement, nasty crawl space, settling foundation, sinking concrete, or clogged gutters? I'm Tony Hafford with TC Hafford Basement Systems, all things basement-y. For over 30 years, thousands of homeowners throughout Maine and southeastern New Hampshire have trusted TC Hafford. Basement waterproofing, crawl space repair, stabilizing foundations, concrete leveling, and gutter installation. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems for all things basement-y.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99, plus advanced Wi-Fi and one Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Start saving today. Visit Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, or scan to call now.
For the best selection in classic and contemporary furnishings, stop by Richard Parks Furniture on High Street in Ellsworth. Handcrafted New England-made bedrooms and dining rooms, imported Scandinavian recliners and upholstery, more than 40 lines of furniture for the home and patio. Richard Parks Furniture is your #1 stop for quality, functionality, and well-designed furniture at affordable prices. Richard Parks Furniture.
Discover Richard Parks.
132 High Street in Ellsworth.
Discover Richard.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by Healing Hands Massage in Hamden, providing professional massage services tailored specifically for their clients. Stop by Healing Hands Massage today. You'll thank yourself later.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thanks for staying with us. Every year, the sports world in Maine shuts down for just over a week as we all flock to Bangor, Augusta, and Portland for the Maine High School basketball tournament. It's by far my favorite thing to cover each year because each year the athletes, fans, and communities give us a ton of shining moments. And if you get my reference, you know what's coming next. This is one shining moment.
Welcome to the state capitol.
Welcome back to the Cross Center.
Day one of the 2024 Maine High School basketball tournament.
And the crowd is sizable. onions. We're ready to get it going.
And there you are.
And he'll slam it home.
You're running for your life. You're a
ball.
shooting star.
Down
And
by
all
Elite
the
Target.
years, no one knows just how hard you worked. But now it shows in one shining moment. It's all on the line. In one shining moment, they're frozen in time. The time is short and the road is long. In the blinking of an eye, that moment's gone. And when it's done, win or lose, you always hit your best. Cause inside you knew
She gets it to go and one there. Smith on two hand slam. Look at Emmett right there.
one shining moment.
Emerson gets the layup to fall with less than 2 seconds left.
Feel the beat of your heart. Feel the
This one has
wind
classic
in your
written all over it.
Yeah, the same two teams that played in this game a year ago.
Tony with the upset. Their first regional title in 36 years. Bangor Christian pulls away.
As they celebrate another regional championship. Euphoria for the Coyotes.
And when it's done, win or lose, you always hit your best. Cause inside you knew
their second state title.
In one shining moment, you reach for the sky. In one shining moment, you knew.
Long pass down for Bedford. 1 second. Wave it in, and the Red Lions have done it for the second straight year.
Patriots win their first gold ball since 1975.
One shining moment.
Their first gold ball ever.
Southern Aroostook wins their 3rd straight gold ball. The Tigers win Class C. Monmouth wins their first state title.
Certainly tried to capture everything that the tournament is and more, but there is still so much to tell in those stories. Right now, that's all the time we have for sports. Here's Jeff Weller with your full 5-day forecast. Jeff?
All right, thank you very much. Check out these low temperatures today. The average low temperature is still in the upper teens. We had lows in the low 30s across our area today, where the average high is supposed to be. We had low temperatures this morning. All right, but then we recovered 52 here in Bangor, 47 Millinocket. So a very nice warm day for March standards today. A bit cooler though tomorrow. More clouds are on the way, along with some prior rain showers in there as well. The wind, not much of a factor today out of the west, around 10 to 15 miles per hour. There is, though, a small craft advisory out there through tonight. But overall, the winds are going to come down tonight and throughout the day tomorrow. We'll likely see wind gusts tomorrow around 10 miles per hour, and that'll likely linger into Wednesday ahead of our next weather system getting in here as well. But like I said, until then, our small craft advisory is out there through tonight. Wave heights out here approaching 8 feet or so, which will come down tonight into early parts of tomorrow. Okay, but going forward, though, so dense fog is likely in the forecast again for us tonight. Mid-50s are back in the forecast for us on Wednesday with some rain showers, and then lots of rain shower on the way. We could see rain showers tomorrow night, throughout the day on Wednesday, and likely on Thursday as well, as quite a weather system is coming our direction. Here's a jet stream again, river of air about 30,000 feet up. Whenever you get the northern branch here and the southern branch there, between the two, you can get storm systems right in here, and we're getting several of those now, likely moving in our direction. That's going to give us those rain showers that could end as a little bit of snow getting in here later Thursday into Friday morning. Until then, though, lots of cloud cover across the area for tonight. That will likely linger into tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be an increasing clouds kind of day as our weather system over here is going to move in our direction. This guy here, along with some of this moisture there, is going to combine across our region and likely bring us a soaking rainfall tomorrow night into probably Wednesday. Let's walk you through it. So increasing clouds tonight. Here's tomorrow morning, 5 o'clock or so. Lots of cloud cover around. And then here's the rain showers. Again, any of these could be locally heavy tomorrow evening. Here's 5 o'clock or so, rain just getting going. That lingers into tomorrow night, into early parts of Wednesday morning. It should end for a while Wednesday before a second batch gets in here Wednesday evening. This one's going to be cooler, and it could bring us a little bit of light snow at the end on Thursday morning into Thursday afternoon. Our forecast though for tonight though is increasing clouds out there, not so low temperatures down here 33 with that southeast breeze around 5. For tomorrow, all right, lots of clouds around, rain developing late, like probably 4 or 5, 6 o'clock afternoon late, with high temperatures a bit cooler in the mid 40s across the area for tomorrow. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows that really good chance for rain tomorrow evening, a good chance for rain on Wednesday, high temperatures Wednesday back mid 50s. Cooler though for Thursday with a little bit of light snow in there. There could be a dusting, maybe an inch of snow on Thursday, and then it gets a little bit better for us on Friday into Saturday with temperatures hanging out in the 40s.
All righty, Jeff, thank you.
And we'll be right back after the break.
Great Scott! This is Green Bear 420 in 2010. What kind of trip is this? I gotta get back to 2023. Wait, it's 2015. So much has changed. In 2023, we had a lot more glass, t-shirts, and novelties. It's gonna take a bolt of lightning to get me home. Finally, home at last. Now Green Bear 420, Green Bear Green Care is bigger and better than ever. To be continued.
As a child, you just couldn't keep me out of the puddles. That's where the acorn essentially was planted. As we got started, we had nothing in the bank, we were cash poor. Now it's just a one-man show. The support of my credit union, starting the business, the banking advice, when you can call them and they're there for you, that's tremendous. It's been a great asset for me and for my company's growth. It's really an exciting time, and my credit union made that possible.
The Hitmen of Country, a supergroup of 5 fantastic Nashville musicians who've toured or recorded with the royalty of country music, including Garth Brooks, Keith Urban, Trace Adkins, Jason Aldean, Travis Tritt, Winona, Lee Greenwood, and many more. Their multimedia stage show features video projection, behind-the-scenes stories. The Hitmen of Country. It's the ultimate country concert.
We get up and go, no matter what day it is. We make sure nothing keeps us from doing what needs to be done, because we're driven by what we love. Milwaukee's outdoor power equipment handles any job, big or small. From trimmers, blowers, and mowers to chain and pole saws, Milwaukee's battery-operated, high-output tools will help get you to the moments that matter most. Get what you need to keep you firing on all cylinders when you sign up for Napa Rewards. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Finally tonight, Hancock Grammar School is looking for the public's help in rebuilding its playground. According to school-based clinician Vanessa Kellis, the playground's been around for 30 years and currently is pretty rusty, as well as having part of its stairway closed off. Hancock Grammar School has currently raised $28,000 of the necessary $66,000 needed for a brand new playground. $63,000 would actually go towards the playground equipment, with the remaining $3,000 going towards installation. Hancock Grammar School special education teachers say a new playground would benefit everyone.
Getting a new playground gives families and our community and our school an opportunity to work together to have a place for everybody of all ages.
I greet the buses every morning. They come running in the doors, so excited to go to school, which you don't see everywhere. And so it would be so important for them to have something that shows that we care about them as much as they care about us.
Howland and Farnham say they would like the new playground to be sturdy enough for families to use and also accommodate students with special needs. Anyone interested in donating towards the playground project should contact Hancock Grammar School's principal, Adam Gray, and we'll have that contact information on our website. Good luck to them.
And good night, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Good night.